Hi everyone, I'm Nick. I'm one of the bird specialists here at Pisces, and today we'll be talking about a few of the species of birds that we do have here in store. So the first one we're going to talk about today are little parrotlets. So these little guys here are from South and Central America and will live 15 to 30 years. Let's talk about diet. So these guys here will eat a cockatiel lovebird seed mix as well as pellets, fruits and vegetables, and in the wild they will take the occasional small bug. As for a cage for a parrotlet, you can start with a cockatiel cage, so about an 18 by 18 by 24. However, larger is better for these birds. So the bigger you can get for them, the better they will be. As for toys for parrotlets, you do want to give them a variety of toys so they can play and destroy things, because they do that very well. So you'll want to get them rope toys, different perches, stuff for them to climb on. Rope toys are fun because you can put them in different angles, put them around the cage, and it gives them a lot of things to climb up and around on. The Passy Perch is another fun little toy. It gives them a lot of stuff to destroy on here. They will like playing with this, plus it gives them some different things to walk on and exercise their feet muscles as well. As for other toys for these little birds, you can do a variety of small little plastic, little wood things, paper toys as well. They do like to chew. They are quite destructive, so you definitely want to give them a lot of things to chew and play with. It keeps them from getting bored. All these products are pet safe, so you don't have to worry about the birds getting into anything harmful or anything to hurt them. Some fun facts about parrotlets, especially the little celestial that I had out here, and or Pacific or Lessons parrotlet, is their closest relative is actually the Amazon parrot. So you get all the big parrot attitude with a smaller bird size. As for friends for these birds, you probably want to spoil them as an only child and or keep them as a pair of their same species, as they don't always get along with other birds. And there are a few other species of parrotlets besides the little Pacifics that we do have here in stores. You will find, very rarely, you will find spectacles, and sometimes you will see green rumps. However, those are very, very, very rare and hard to come by. So the next bird we're going to talk about are goldfinches. Now, however, we are going to be talking about the European goldfinches, not the North American goldfinches. So goldfinches, the European varieties, will live in Northern Africa, West Central Asia, throughout the European continent as well. Now these birds will migrate from colder territories to warmer territories if the weather tells them they need to. These birds will live 3 to 6 years in the wild. They can live longer in captivity, so it isn't uncommon for them to hit 8 to 9 years. Food for these guys, you will want to do a canary finch seed mixture as well as egg foods and some fresh fruits and vegetables. As for cages for these guys, you can keep males in a small singing cage. However, they do a lot better in larger cages. If you are keeping them in pairs, again, a flight cage would be your best bet. There are multiple types of European goldfinches. You'll have stuff that comes out of like the Siberian goldfinch, the Himalayan goldfinch. There are some in Australia as well. And of course we have our North American goldfinch. Now these birds are all songbirds. They will sing just as well as the canary you hear singing right now, sometimes a little bit better. As for cage companions for these birds, you can keep them in cages with larger finch species as well as canaries. However, if you are going to be keeping them with canaries, make sure they are females because they will sometimes argue with the males. So the third bird we're going to talk about today are blue-faced parrotfinches. So these birds are native to Australia, New Caledonia, New Zealand, kind of all the way up the coast up into Japan, and they have also been introduced into the southern areas of France. As for lifespan on the blue-faced parrotfinches, you're looking 6 to 7 years on these guys. So as for food for the blue-faced parrotfinches, you can do a generalized finch diet for them, as well as like an insect pate, as well as fruits and vegetables. As for cage for these guys, you do want to give them a flight cage, as they are very active little birds. And as for handling, you can't really handle these guys as they are a little too flighty. As with the blue-faced parrotfinch, there are a couple other species you can find in pet stores, such as the red-faced and the tricolor. However, those ones are quite rare. There are a few other species of finches as well that you can put with them, like the owl finch, the Gouldian finch, star finches, society finches, and if you're really lucky, you can also add diamond doves to that mix of birds as well. And the final bird we are going to discuss today are diamond doves. As for diamond doves, they are native to Australia, so they won't be anywhere where there's water, usually in the north, central, and west areas. As for life on these guys, you're looking at about a 10-year lifespan. As for food, they will do a finch-canary mix as well as gravel, and will take on a few vegetables as well. As for cages, you will want them in a large flight, as they are very active birds and do like to fly. As for handling these guys, they're not really a handleable species, as they are a little too flighty. These are one of Australia's smallest doves, along with the peaceful doves, so they are very small. They're not much bigger than a canary. And as for friends for these guys, most of your waxbills, Gouldian finches, parrotfinches, most of the really peaceful birds will be fine with them. Well everyone, thanks for watching. If you do have any questions, feel free to message us on social media and or come into store and give us a chat.